Our Salvation Army shelter director talks about his program, Service to Veterans, and we've got another big shout out to all the organizations who support our community feeding programs. We have those stories in this week's Salvation Army News Update. I'm sure you know by now that the Salvation Army has been serving Central Virginia since 1885, just 5 years after the Salvation Army established a presence in the United States. And so much of the Salvation Army's popularity is rooted from soldiers having returned home after World Wars I and II, where they had been served donuts by Salvation Army donut girls on the front lines of battle. And today the Salvation Army is still serving veterans. However, their needs are a bit different. Here's our shelter director, Keith Wygand.
Well, certainly we get our share of homeless veterans that end up coming to the shelter. Actually, through more than one resource, we cooperate and offer a lot of services from the VA hospital up in Richmond. A lot of times it'll be that transition for men who have first engaged with the hospital, are looking for more stable residence, are looking for treatment for a variety of needs. About 20% of the men that we serve will be veterans. I do believe we see a difference in the way veterans respond to being at the shelter. Just because they're veterans doesn't mean their life doesn't have its own issues going on.
The Salvation Army's Donuts of Hope campaign gives special emphasis to the connection between the donut and the Salvation Army shield and the impact they have had on changing lives in Central Virginia for the past 129 years. I hope you'll take a minute to visit salvationarmycentralva.org to learn more about Donuts of Hope and how you can get involved. It seems like every week something new is happening in our community feeding programs, and this past week was no exception. The lunches that are delivered by our friends at Collegiate School now show up with encouraging words written on the bags to help keep the spirits up of the men and women who receive these meals. These children are definitely learning valuable lessons about serving their community, and that is all part of what makes Central Virginia so great. As always, thanks for watching. Please forward this video to a friend or colleague who you think would like to learn more about the Salvation Army's programs here in Central Virginia. And subscribe to this channel on YouTube. This has been a Salvation Army News Update.